We'll click this button and then see what's up. Yo, what up, everybody in Twitch chat and YouTube at home. This just dropped while I was live by my good buddy Billy Boy, designing UniVersus character rarities. Ready for a thrilling dive into the world of UniVersus characters and their rarities? Let's explore how these elements come together and shape your gaming experience! Exclamation point. Obviously I haven't read this article. It dropped whenever we were live, and so we're going to be diving into it together. So let's look at characters in the past. In years past, characters in UniVersus feature rarities, shifting how frequently they appear in boosters packs. This did some powerful things, like make some characters very difficult to find, which appealed to collectors. At the same time, that posed challenges to deck building. Some characters became too difficult for players to find in order to build their decks, and limited play was all but impossible because of how infrequently characters appeared in boosters packs. That left us with this outcome. Collectors and fans liked character rarities because it made famous characters feel thriving to open. That's interesting. Players didn't like character rarities because it made deck building challenging from card access, not game mechanics. This is not the reason why I lived in the world where ultra rare characters existed, but it was not very fun opening ultra rare characters. You felt very gypped because they were ultra rares. And then limited play was basically impossible, or very challenging because the infrequency of which characters appeared was never even attempted to make a real format. So this is a moot point. So maybe this is true that collectors and fans liked rarities because it made them opening. I didn't feel that way, but maybe that's not for me. Characters in the UVS Games era. When UVS Games took over UniVersus, we shifted how characters works. We added one character to each booster pack in a dedicated slot. This flattened character rarities and made limited play feasible. Deck building was easier as characters were relative. I'm gonna actually zoom in. Can we zoom in? Holy cow, I can read the article. But deck building was easier as characters were relatively easy to find. The downside was that characters became less collectible. I guess we'll highlight that and come back to it. And fans of a given world UniVersus visited didn't have their expectations met when opening cool characters, as they were not collectible, any more collectible than less cool characters. Opening Deku was just as likely as opening Dabi, which was an excitement miss for fans of My Hero Academia who expected the main character to be more special than a given villain. My sincere apologies to Dabi Guy for that potentially sacrilegious comparison. This is a very funny thing to say. I like this thing. In summary, flat character rarities had the following outcomes. Deck building was much easier as characters are easy to find. Limited play is much simpler as every player is guaranteed to have a character in their card pool. Character collectability and thrill of opening goes down as a result of flat rarity. This is interesting. This is interesting because, and before I read the in the future, I think that this is fine. Let me grab, I think it's this. Yes. This is the solution. This, I'm gonna full screen myself real fast. This is the solution, right? This is a promo of a starter deck character that is only given as I believe there were entry prizes to provisionals for season 1 of this current year, and like there were like victory prizes as well, right? But this is how you get collectability, is by you putting them as prize support. If they had, if every character had alternate art or secret rare versions for, or ultra rare versions for your locals promos, going to locals would feel way cooler, right? This is cool. I like this as prizing for my local support. This is a cool prize to me. But we'll get back to the article. Characters in the future. Based on our, this is so big. Based on our experiences from past to present, game design set out to try and find a middle ground that allowed us to serve the needs of all of our player types. We wanted a solution that empowered limited play, made collecting characters thrilling, but an im, wasn't an impediment. Man, it was very hard to read that word. To deck building in Constructed. What we settled on was a new tool that reintroduced character rarities with learning from the past as an option we can now use in booster sets, though won't use in every booster set. Here's what that will look like. Characters will still receive a dedicated slot in each booster, meaning character rarity won't impact your normal rare, ultra rare, secret rare slot. In fact, you can open booster packs with multiple rares, ultra rares, and secret rares. Interesting. Characters will be split into our traditional rarity groups: common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare, appearing in dedicated character slots in the booster pack. Weird. And then drop rates for characters are designed to minimize obstacles for deck building for constructed players. Okay. What this tool allows us to do is try to meet the needs of each player demographic in a better way. Having common and uncommon rarities allow us to build characters that are particularly strong and limited, which allows us to secure booster draft and sealed deck, knowing players are more likely to see those characters more frequently. Character rarity helps us make limited play better. Okay. Collectors and fans of the world benefit because some characters are more thrilling to open than others. Man, this doesn't interest me at all, and pardon my language, makes me so flaccid. I just don't care about this. I just don't have those holes in my brain. I just don't have them. Opening the biggest hero from the world, feeling special is a powerful introduction to the game and matches the expectations of fans, and also provide extra excitement for collecting by expanding the desirabilities of character in a way flat rarities don't succeed at. Finally, deck builders don't face the old world of being unplayable to procure the cards they want to build decks as they did when rarities were originally introduced for characters. While character rarities means that you have to work a bit harder, collecting characters in our upcoming set will typically break down as follows. On average, if you buy a booster box, you will receive a copy of each common and uncommon and rare character, plus approximately half of the ultra rare characters. On average, if you buy 2 boxes, you'll get every copy of each common, rare, and ultra rare character. And on average, if you buy 3, you'll get it and a secret rare. With distribution rates and including randomness in general, you'll receive 1 of each character when you purchase 3 booster boxes of a set that features character rarities on average. This may change depending on the set size and the number of characters in the set as well. I mean, the real question is like, I mean, so the thing is like average is a big deal. It also is like, how many secret rare characters are there? How many different secret rare characters are there? How many different ultra rare characters are there, right? You'll receive a copy of each character at common. I guess they're saying if you buy 3 boxes, you should get every secret rare character, right? So in 2 cases, you should have 2 of each, right? On average. Yeah, I guess like this is for dedicated players, this is kind of a do nothing, because almost everybody in UniVersus, like 99% of UniVersus players are all whales. And so like you're going to get these characters anyways, right? And like going to locals or whatever, you're going to get all of it. And it is cooler for new players to be like, oh, when they open up their first pack and they just like the percentage of people that like crack the secret rare character and like, oh shit, I got the super secret special sauce. And it's still like, and the big thing is it doesn't take away from the thing, right? It won't impact your normal rare or ultra rare slot. I mean, this is just the biggest thing here. Right? This is just the big thing. It just like wants them to do this. Quick question: why do this in the first place? Since they've been pushing it, there has been negative interest in limited play outside of pre-releases. Negative play is happening. That's so funny. Limited play is going to happen, Project. It's going to happen. It is, the writing is on the wall. Just because it's not happening right now they understood that they pulled the trigger too soon in making limited play happen. Limited play is going to happen. And if you don't like limited play, you'll just be skipping those seasons. That is just where it is. Tam is busy tawing right now. Chat, don't worry. What is that? Hawk tawing right now. I don't know what that is. Closing thoughts. Our modern interpretation of character rarity aims to better serve all our players. It's a tool we'll use selectively, starting with releases. He's spittin'. I see. It's a okay, it's a tool we'll use selectively starting with releases later this year. We'll closely monitor the results and assure we achieve our goal, making booster packs opening more thrilling, enhancing limited play, and maintaining accessible deck building. Yeah, so I don't care about this. This doesn't excite me in a little bit. Even a little bit. If they could make this fun, cool. I like UniVersus. Let's play more UniVersus. Maintaining accessible deck building. This is both yes and no, because of the fact that, like, it is a it's a bit of a pay to win system if you lock the characters behind higher rarities, right? Like, there are people that sometimes when a new set comes out, they can't buy 3 booster boxes. Right? They just can't. And so, like, they just can't do it. They don't have the fun. They don't have the extra resources to do so. And so this is asking them for an additional level of pay to win, or pay to play, at least, right? It's not even pay to win, right? Let's pretend for a second we don't care about the strength of the secret rares. It is pay to play, right? Whereas before, I have a big old thick stack of character cards that when I open up a box, I all but have one of every character I can possibly pull from the set. Right? I clicked too much. It was an accident. I love Chris. It sounds like it wasn't an accident. It sounds like it was premeditated. It sounds like Andrew, you planned it from the beginning. I'm still recording a video. Here is my overall takeaway. I think for me as a player, this isn't going to matter, right? For me as a player, this isn't going to matter. I think when your casual players come in and they see that I'm playing a cool secret rare, they could feel a little whatever, right? They could feel a little whatever. They might feel bad about it. But the thing that I care about so from selfishly the TamCardwell perspective is just this. It's just this. This is what I care about. Is the fact that this character rarity won't impact my normal slots. Right? Because I gotta tell you, boy howdy, I gotta tell you that let's do this. Real quick. Beep, bop, beep, bop, boop. When I was opening up, is it here? Yeah, when I was opening up packs, and I pulled they did alternate art, they did alternate characters, and they made this character as they had a foil version of this character at the uncommon, and they also had a foil version of the character at ultra rare. And sometimes you would just open up a foiled Dr. Wily 2 and it just sucked an ultra rare out of your box. And it was just the worst feeling in the whole wide world, right? Like clicking on ultra rare and being like, boy howdy, I have no interest in playing BB Hood. It sucks. It sucks that I whatevered, right? Didn't alternate characters already try to solve whatever issues being presented? I agree, Andrew. I think both alternate art characters, and both alternate art characters and character promos for provisionals solves this issue. I don't get it. Maybe this will help increase box value on the market. Time will tell. I mean, there's the shill answer of just wait and see, but this doesn't affect me at all because I have to buy a bunch of boxes, right? I do think this does affect the layman. Yes, they get excitement if they open it, but they get feel bads if they don't. It's just gambling. Yay, gambling. Yay, gambling. But with that, that's the video. Bye.